next guest is an Oscar-winning director and producer who hung up his NFL jersey to chase his dream of being a filmmaker in Hollywood. Now, with a slew of exciting new projects set for this year, he's showing why he's Tinseltown's favorite storyteller. Please welcome our friend, Matthew A. Cherry.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. We're good. Okay, now you retired from the NFL in 2007, only to become Hollywood's most sought-after director years later.
Yes.
How did you apply what you learned from football to your career in entertainment?
Well, filming sports is very similar in that it takes a big team to make a project or make a play be successful. And I think just the use of teamwork and knowing that just because you may have a more elevated position on the team, every position is valid. So I think that really has been the big thing that's carried over.
Now, Matthew, I can't believe this. So you started off as a PA for Mara Brock Akil on the hit sitcom Girlfriends. Was the transition hard for you? I can't imagine that.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a bit of a culture shock. It was like one summer I was like on the sideline, people getting me water and kind of tending to me. And then the next summer I'm the one that was getting people water and coffee and moving director's chairs. Definitely was a little bit of a transition, but I loved it. You know, I was able to work on Girlfriends during the last season. And, you know, some of my positions where I had to get the cast out from their trailers and bring them to set. And one of those actors was Tracy Ellis Ross.
That's awesome.
I was able to work with a few years back on Blackish. So crazy full circle moment.
A full circle. And you have spent several years grinding and working on different projects. And you even directed several music videos, including one with Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. So how did you know directing would be your path?
You know, just being on set and seeing directors of color that look like me. You know, Girlfriends, I remember seeing Debbie Allen and Millicent Shelton and Celine McKeel. And then on Heroes, my second show, I remember seeing Anthony Hemingway and Seth Mann. So I always say that, like, when you see people that are able to do jobs that you think are out of reach, but they look like you, that was kind of the big spark that let me feel like I could do it too. And so just kind of kept working my way up and eventually got to where I am today.
Good.
You know, that's why representation matters, right? Let's talk about your Oscar-winning short film, Hair Love, which I loved. You were inspired by a viral video of a dad doing his daughter's hair. Why was that important for you, and why did you want to tell it through the lens of animation?
Well, you know, animation is one of the most universal mediums we have of, you know, film and television. And there's just something about it where you're able to empathize with inanimate objects, animals that can talk. And obviously, when you're telling stories with diverse characters, it just makes it more universal. And so for us, it was really three different things. It was one, wanting to showcase Black hair and making that normal. The second thing was really wanting to just re-center the conversation around Black fathers. You know, mainstream media at the time in 2017 when we did the Kickstarter, it was not the best representations, and we really wanted to showcase Black fathers that are present in their kids' lives. And then, you know, the last thing was just like really getting that representation in animation. You know, at the time, there weren't a lot of projects. And over the years, we've seen more and more with projects like Into the Spider-Verse and Moana. And we just want to keep that going.
Yep.
This film helped to bring awareness to causes like the Crown Act and shine a spotlight on Black hair. You've even expanded on this mission in your partnership with Dove. Tell us about your partnership.
Yeah, so Dove was one of the co-authors of the Crown campaign. And the Crown Act is essentially legislation that allows people to have a legal ground to stand on if they find themselves discriminated against because they have natural hair, either in school or in the workplace. And so it's currently been passed in about 14 states and territories, and it's currently been introduced in pretty much all 50 states and is in various stages of consideration. And the goal is to hopefully pass this on a federal level. And it's just been this really incredible thing. And there's been all these examples of people that have been discriminated against. And this is just legislation that'll really help them be able to fight it.
That's incredible. And so now you've partnered with Dove to create a product line. Why is this product line important?
Well, this product line was created with Dove to really help raise awareness for the Crown Act. And it was also created to so that kids with naturally textured hair would be able to be represented too.
Yes.
Each bottle has a positive affirmation on it. And there's pictures of Zuri on each bottle with a different hairstyle. So really hope that it appeals to kids and to give them something that they can help feel more self-confident too.
That is so great. Now, Matthew, your success is actually something that you manifested because you tweeted back in 2012 that you would be nominated for an Oscar. Was this just like a full circle moment for you?
I love seeing that billboard.
I know, that is so cool.
It's pretty unreal. Back in 2012 when I tweeted that, I did my first feature film the last fall, and I was feeling like I was in this place where I seen other people that were able to do similar things, kind of be able to move forward a little faster. And, Twitter, for a lot of people, use it as a journal, and you're able to kind of catalog different thoughts and ideas and look back on it. And that's kind of where I was feeling at the time. I feel like I needed some motivation to help me continue to move forward and to keep moving towards my dreams. And, however many years later it happened, it's so crazy.
It's not crazy, it's blessed, right?
Okay.
And speaking of blessed, you are booked and blessed, and you're working on so many amazing projects, including the new series Bel Air that's got so much buzz.
Oh
Tell us all
gosh,
about
I'm
it.
super excited about this.
Yeah, no, created by this incredible young filmmaker, Morgan Cooper. A couple years back, he did this concept viral trailer that got on everybody's radar, including Will Smith. And, a couple years later, here we are, and it premiered immediately following the Super Bowl. And it's just a really fun reimagining. It kind of recontextualizes your favorite characters that you grew up with, and it puts it in a more dramatic lens. And just really excited to see how people are responding to it. And there's a lot more to come. So new episodes drop every week on Peacock.
Well, you are just working, because can I say we can't get enough of your new series, Kings of Napa, created by Janine Sherman Berrywa on OWN. It's so juicy. Spill the beans, or shall I say, spill the wine. Tell us about it.
Well, Kings of Napa is a family-centered drama around a Black-owned winery. And there's all these secrets and tea that gets spilled every single act break, basically. And it just really kind of talks about how power and Black excellence, sometimes when they come together, you get a little bit of messiness. And it's a really fun show. And OWN and Oprah has been a really big part of the show's success. So really excited.
Well, we actually have a clip of the Kings of Napa. Let's take a look.
I'm only telling you because I don't want to freak the family out. They were shaking down Dad, and now they want $150,000 by tonight.
Wait, hold on. Uncle Reggie was being squeezed? By who?
Girl, who knows? Our family is crazy. We've got an out-of-pocket brother handling all our company's finances, a grandmother in Paris who never made it to her son-in-law's funeral, and now we've got some psycho shaking us down for money. Who could be doing this?
Come on, Shakedown.
That lighting is, you can tell Matthew has something to do with the lighting and the directing.
They look
'cause
absolutely
it's beautiful.
stunning.
It's stunning.
Matthew, thank you so much just for coming to hang out with us today. The Kings of Napa airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Pacific on OWN, so be sure to check it out. Also, head on over to thereal.com for more information about the Dove Kids Care Hair Love line.